Hello, I'm Bodie Kroll, CEO and founder of Statewide Real Estate Auctions. And I wanted to talk to you today about our totally unique hybrid auction system. And we are a hybrid of traditional real estate sales with auction sales. We've combined the best of both worlds. And we've also innovated a host of critical changes. We really felt that the auction platform, which is really pretty much the same concept, doesn't matter what auction company you go to, they all have pretty much the same model. And we felt that there were some key glaring problems with the model, and we believe we've designed those out, and I'm going to explain that to you now. So like with all other auction companies, our primary draw is that we can deliver a nice lively bidding crowd, typically 30 to 50 people, but sometimes over 100 or 200 people will turn up to bid at the same time for your house, which is on the face of it could be an opportunity, a great opportunity to get full market. However, at a traditional auction, there are a number of clauses and rules that are so onerous that it makes the buyers very uncomfortable and nervous. For example, there is absolutely no backing out. If you find something out after you purchase at a traditional auction, if you back out, you're going to forfeit a 3 to 5% deposit. Now, at Statewide Real Estate Auctions, we believe that is no way to treat a buyer. So we've set up a system, and this is one of the truly unique and revolutionary things that we've come up with at Statewide Real Estate Auctions, is that we offer a 6-day period where both buyer and seller can cancel and get all deposit monies back. And now that is a very important protection for both buyer and seller. What it does for the buyer is it creates a comfort level. We believe that an anxious bidder will never be a full market bidder. If you can relax and calm the bidder to where they feel comfortable and safe, that is the only way you're going to get a full market offer. So during that 6-day period of time, if they find something they're not satisfied, they can cancel if they're at Statewide Real Estate Auctions and get all their money back. Now, why that's beneficial, of course, for the seller is twofold. A, because it nets a higher bid, but B, because during that 6 days, we have found that there will be a flurry of additional calls, people wanting to find out what happened at the auction. Or in some instances, the bidder we really wanted to have at the auction was stuck in traffic, had car trouble, or maybe the weather was bad and they were afraid to drive. There's any number of reasons why the person you really wanted to have be at the auction doesn't end up at the auction. But this 6-day period allows the seller, if a higher bid comes in the 6 days after the auction, then we will call the winning bidder up from auction day. We will alert them that they've been outbid, but we always give the winning bidder at the auction the opportunity to enhance their bid and stay in first position as long as they care to. What we find is that about 80% of our auctions are settled on auction day. However, 20% of the time, if we don't get the price we should have gotten, what happens is we alert the bidders or the people that call the next days. We tell them what the high bid is, and we tell them that the seller has a 6-day period of time where they can cancel if a higher bid comes in. And if we didn't get the price we should have gotten on auction day, then we will take overbidding, and that's what happens in about 20% of our auctions. Now, one of the other key innovations that we've come up with is that we don't use a high-speed bid call. We're not trying to do a traditional auction company. Auctions can be as little as 90 seconds, okay? But we feel that is puts people under undue pressure. So what we offer is the opportunity for a 5-minute recess at any time. So if they come at any other auction, there's no opportunity to stop an auction and call your banker or go talk to your husband and your wife or your wife. And at our auctions, you're not only invited but encouraged. If we see a bidder that's been competitively bidding and they stop bidding, there's only one reason that a bidder stops, and that is because they hit the number that they promised their husband or their wife they would not exceed. And what we see consistently is that given 5 minutes to go talk, get out a calculator, call their banker, that these people will come back after having stopped bidding, and they will continue bidding with another $25 or $50 or even $75 or $100,000 more. So this part of the process causes our auctions to take perhaps 30 minutes. but we are absolutely positive that it ends up netting higher bid prices for our sellers. A couple of other key points. We do not expect people to turn up with a cashier's check. What we found is that, again, we're not trying to make the process difficult. We want to make the process as easy, as non-threatening, and even fun. We make sure to keep it very entertaining, since it is 30 minutes long. Believe me, we keep people well entertained. And so people have a good time. But what we found is that if you require a cashier's check, there are last-minute bidders that will turn up. And if they haven't got a cashier's check, and you've told everyone else to bring a cashier's check, you can't bring those people into the auction. So what we found is that people simply, it's almost unheard of to bounce a deposit check. So we simply ask people to turn in a 3% deposit within 24 hours of their offer being accepted. So, and that's worked quite well for us. And again, we want to make this easy and fun and non-threatening, not difficult and scary. So now lastly, the final critical piece to make this very, very comfortable for a seller is that we will agree to a reserve price with you. That means that in your contract there is a figure that we agree, and it's a net figure. We tell you what you will net after all real estate commissions are accounted for, both seller fee, which is a 1% fee, and a 6% buyer premium. Once that's all accounted for, you will end up with a net figure. If we fail to net you that figure, you don't have to pay a penny, and we don't expect a penny unless an escrow is successfully closed. And that's another thing to point out. At the other auction companies, it is common practice to ask for 1 to 1.5% of a projected sales price up front in advertising money. And if the auction doesn't work out to your satisfaction, you have lost a significant chunk of change. And again, at Statewide Real Estate Auctions, we don't ask for a penny until and unless we close a successful auction. So I think that covers everything, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the next auction, and call when you have questions. Thanks so much for your time.